out and into the open. Tyler Perry is gay. I know he's gay. He knows he's gay. We all have friends that know he's gay. I've hung around Tyler Perry. I've known Tyler Perry for years.
Once the sexual harassment started, I was like, well, I got to protect me because I'm saying no, and I don't want this person, as powerful as they are, to try to get in the way of my work. So I started recording. So I have them offering me money.
The entertainment industry is currently abuzz as Tyler Perry made some comments that have raised questions about his sexuality. The rumors of news of Tyler Perry being gay is not new. They've been going on for years. His recent comment has only added more intrigue to the speculation. So is Tyler Perry really gay? In this video, we'll explore that, so grab a seat as we dive in. Over the years, Tyler Perry has built a vast media empire from the ground up. From writing scripts out of his car to having more than 20 movies under his belt, it's undeniable that he's worked extremely hard for his success. However, with fame comes scrutiny, and it wasn't long before fans and admirers started to worry about his sexuality, with many assuming he's on the DL. The reasons for this speculation aren't far-fetched. In 2013, Tyler Perry created Have and Have-Nots, an American soap opera that would go on to be a huge hit. During the casting process, he selected Tyler Lepley, an up-and-coming actor, for a role with whom he seemed to develop a close bond. Lepley and Perry were seen together on numerous occasions, making the fans and media wonder, are the two Tylers attached? However, in 2020, Lepley made an appearance on the Angela Lee Lip Service podcast to set the record straight. He explains that the rumors began when he started working for Tyler Perry. I remember when I first started out, I was seeing it here and there. For whatever reason, people were associating it with my first show.
I remember when I first started out, I was seeing it here and there. For whatever reason, people were associating it with like my first show.
Lepley went on to say, I came out on a Tyler Perry show, and for whatever reason, he gets rap like that. And I know Tyler Perry personally, and he's not gay. I was seen around him, and all of a sudden he's rubbing off on me, and people felt like I was gay or something like that.
I came out on a Tyler Perry show, and like for whatever reason, he gets a rap like that. And I know Tyler personally, he's not gay. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, I was seeing around him, and all of a sudden he was rubbing off on me, and people thought like I was gay or something like that.
Lepley then talked about people's perceptions of his masculinity. I had done something while I was on the set of P-Valley. Maybe I was with Clifford, or I think I was taking a picture with J. Alphonse Nicholson, who plays Little Murda. And people started off with the gay thing again.
I'd done something, I was on the set of P-Valley, and maybe I was with Clifford, or I think I was taking a picture with Alphonse, who plays Little Murda. And people started off with the gay thing again.
He recalled, I think if you have a space that people can't figure out, they can just create a judgment.
And I think if you have a space, like you were saying, Angela, if you have a space that people can't figure out, they may just tag it with whatever they can just create a judgment. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. During the interview, Lepley also revealed that he's currently in a committed relationship with a woman. However, the actor refused to share the details of his mystery lover. However, upon watching the clip, fans weren't impressed by how Lepley discussed Perry's sexuality. Speak for yourself. One fan said this in an Instagram comment, echoing the sentiment. Another person said, baby, maybe you shouldn't speak for him, because his tea has been out for years. A third said, speak about your own sexuality, never anyone else's. The comments from these fans show that they're more than convinced that Tyler Perry is on the DL, and they have reasons to back it up. Perry's portrayal of the gun-toting character Medea also raised questions about his sexuality. But before then, the movie was largely criticized for being emasculating. Spike Lee is one of the critics. In 2009, Spike Lee blasted the Medea films as coonery buffoonery and insisted that we can do better than films like Perry's.
But I still think a lot of stuff that's on today is coonery buffoonery. And I know it's making a lot of money, breaking records, but we could do better.
During an interview with CNN's Chris Wallace, Perry would later address the criticism, citing that he was not disrespecting anyone in his family. Rather, he's hoping to do the opposite. Perry said, "What is important to me is that I'm honoring the people that came up and taught. and made me who I am.
I've heard it all, yeah.
How do you respond to that?
There's a certain part of our society, especially black people in the culture, that they look down on certain things within the culture. For me, I love the movies that I've done because they are the people that I grew up with, that I represent. So when someone says you're hearkening back to a point of our life that we don't want to talk about, or we don't want the world to see, you're dismissing the stories of millions and millions of black people. And that's why I think it's been so successful, because it resonates with a lot of us who know these women and these experiences, and Uncle Joe and so on and so forth. But what is important to me is that
in an essay for the New York Times, he explains how his mother's Friday night card parties in New Orleans became the masterclass for his work in the Madea films. But besides the criticism of being emasculating, Perry's portrayal of Madea also made people doubtful of his sexuality. After all, as some fans believed, how could a straight man pull off such a convincing and irreverent performance as an older woman? Fans also made assumptions about his history of hiring muscular guys for his plays and films, which is a sign of his real sexuality. There have also been rumors of Tyler Perry facing accusations from straight men who allege that the producer pressured them into taking on gay roles in films, causing them discomfort and making them feel exploited. During this matter, actor and voice coach Brandon Jay revealed on TikTok that his time working on a single episode of Perry's Meet the Browns was a challenging time for him. Jay stated that a day on Perry's show set is more drastic compared to the usual one-episode shoot. He mentioned that episodes are typically filmed over 1 week, but at Tyler Perry Studios, they're shot in a single day. Alongside the tight shooting schedule, Jay alleged that Perry frequently made 11th-hour alterations to the scripts, leaving the actors scrambling to memorize their lines before each shoot. He narrated a scenario that occurred to him while working with Tyler Perry. Jay had auditioned for and was portraying the character of Jeffrey, a stout high school student facing bullying at school. When they were on the set, Jay alleged that Tyler Perry was dissatisfied with the initial script, causing chaos as everyone rushed to grasp new lines spontaneously. Perry took it upon himself to rewrite the entire script on the spot, personally providing lines to the actors. Jay recounted that Perry said he would fire anyone unable to keep pace. However, the surprises didn't cease. While Jay worked to perfect the new lines, Perry abruptly altered Jay's character, depicting him as gay and romantically attracted to his high school tormentor, a far cry from Jay's original audition intention. Even though Jay was caught off guard by Perry's decision to make his character gay, he ultimately decided to go along with it because for him, the opportunity was too good to pass on.
Here's a story time about how filming Meet the Browns was the most stressful and hardest thing that I've ever done in my entire life. I had no idea that Tyler Perry Studios' schedule was so drastic. If you're working on a regular network show, they take a whole week to film an episode. Tyler Perry Studios, they film an episode in 1 day. The character was Jeffrey, a fat high school teenager who was very intellectual, who was getting bullied at school. I take 2 to 3 days to learn the entire script. On the day of filming, first thing we do is a table read. I know all of my lines. I'm ready to go. So the director, who is Alfonso Ribeiro Carlton in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, he starts to block us, telling the actors where to go, where to stand. Mr. Perry comes in, everything changes. So we literally run the entire episode for him, and he hates it. Does that mean I have to learn a whole new script? Yes, that's what it means. Mr. Perry, on the spot, starts rewriting the entire script, and he's feeding me the lines to say, and the director is kind of standing on the side like, you better do it, because if not, they will fire you. Here is where the shoe hit the fan. So in the middle of Mr. Perry changing up the scenes, he says, you know, I want Jeffrey to be gay, and he has a crush on his bully. That's not what I auditioned for. What? Click like for part 2, because this is just the beginning.
But wait, there's more, and this one is even worse than Jay's. On December 16, 2023, Christian Keys took to Instagram to share his experience in Hollywood. In the video, he described how one powerful man had made several inappropriate advances towards him. The man reportedly tried to climb into bed with him and offered him $100,000 to strip. In the video, Keys shared that he opted for a more scenic path in his career after rejecting the supposed invitations to engage in exploitive acts. He also disclosed that he possesses recordings of the misconduct dating back over 2 decades, and he trusts that individuals will believe his account when he identifies the influential individual accountable because he has evidence.
I've kept one of these on me since '05. whether it's a keychain recorder or a pen.
He said holding up a digital voice recorder. In the video, Keys claimed that the alleged harasser felt that he could act inappropriately because he had a group of young black men on his payroll. The harasser allegedly believed these men would comply with his requests and show up when he wanted them to, regardless of the situation.
He was claiming, that he had multiple young black men on the payroll and they just had to show up when he was.
While Keys did not name anyone in his video, some social media users have speculated that he may be referring to Tyler Perry. There's more. In 2014, around the time the Haves and Have-Nots started airing, Walter Lee Hampton, a YouTube personality, made a video about Tyler Perry's sexuality. In the video, Hampton claimed that he and Perry were friends and that Perry had been open about his sexuality with him. Hampton also claimed that Perry's first supporters were other black gay men in their shared community. But what made these two alleged ex-friends? Hampton claimed that Perry asked his friends to keep his sexuality a secret so that he could continue to maintain support from the local church. According to Hampton, Perry feared that if he was open about his sexuality, he would lose the support of his religious fans. Hampton alleged that Perry had turned his back on the black gay community that had allegedly supported him in the past.
For dinner with Tyler and Eric and a bunch of other sissies, about 10, I would say somewhere between 8 to 10 guys. And we were sitting at this table, and I just asked Tyler. Tyler made it clear that he said, look, no one can know that I'm gay. And I'm thinking, what? Are you looking around? Did you see all these sissies you hanging around at this table? Nobody can know that you're gay, and you sit around with all these damn sissies. I said, well, why? Why can people not know that you're gay? And he just told me, he said that if people find out he's gay, he's going to lose the support of the members of the black gay church.
Shortly after the video was released, Hampton sustained injuries and needed over 100 stitches on his face. He maintains that a glass door fell on him, and his injuries had no connection to Perry. His fervent support of the alphabet community is another reason. Over the years, Tyler Perry has identified himself as a staunch alphabet ally. But more than just voicing his support, he's demonstrated his passion in two ways. In 2016, he asked Georgia Governor Nathan Deal to reject a bill that discriminated against the Alphabet Plus community. Then in 2019, Perry established a homeless shelter for women and Alphabet youth, located at his studio complex in Atlanta, Georgia. His dating history is even scant, and people believe that he was using women as cover. From Tyra Banks to Tasha Smith and the mother of his only child, Jalea Beckley. For a celebrity of his caliber, his dating history is suspicious. On The Wendy Williams Show, Tasha Smith even told the television host that she was shocked to hear Perry was going to be a father. She said, "I used to think he was asexual," before adding, "He's like an uncle that never has sex. Like, seriously." For all these reasons, Tyler Perry has been largely believed by fans to be on the DL. But what's your take on this? Do you believe Tyler Perry is gay? Let us know in the comments section and check out the next video.